Have you ever hired someone who interviewed brilliantly but struggled once they joined the organization? Or perhaps you've overlooked a candidate with a modest resume who later became a top performer. The truth is that many organizations still make hiring decisions based on intuition, first impressions, and resume screening. But research consistently shows that structured and competency-based interviews are far better predictors of future job performance. Today, we'll explore how competency-based interviewing helps organizations hire better talent, reduce bias, and improve business performance. Many hiring decisions are influenced by first impressions and similarity bias, halo effect, communication style, and personal chemistry. Unfortunately, these factors don't always predict future success. One of the most influential studies in personnel selection by Schmidt and Hunter found that unstructured interviews have relatively low predictive validity compared to more structured hiring methods. In other words, someone who interviews well doesn't necessarily perform well. That's where competency-based interviewing comes in. Competency-based interviewing is sometimes called behavioral interviewing or structured interviewing. Its core principle is simple. Past behavior is the best predictor of future behavior. Rather than asking hypothetical questions such as, "What would you do if this happened?" interviewers ask, "Tell me about a time when this actually happened." The focus shifts from opinions and assumptions to evidence and demonstrated capability. Before creating interview questions, organizations should identify the competencies required for success. Competencies generally fall into three categories: core competencies, functional competencies, and leadership competencies. Core competencies include customer focus, innovation, collaboration, and agility. Functional competencies include data analysis, project management, financial planning, and technical expertise. Leadership competencies include strategic thinking, coaching, conflict resolution, and decision-making. Best practice is to focus on 3 to 5 critical competencies that distinguish top performers from average performers. The next step is standardization. Every candidate applying for the same role should be asked the same core questions. For example, for adaptability, describe a time when a major project changed unexpectedly. How did you respond? For conflict resolution, tell me about a significant disagreement with a colleague and how you handled it. For ownership, describe a mistake you made and how you corrected it. And for data-driven decision-making, tell me about a difficult decision you made with incomplete information. This consistency improves fairness and reduces bias. One of the most effective tools for evaluating candidate responses is the STAR framework. S stands for situation. What was the context? T stands for task. What challenge needed to be addressed? A stands for action. What did the candidate personally do? R stands for result. What outcome was achieved? The action and result sections are particularly important. Interviewers should listen carefully for personal accountability. When candidates repeatedly say, "We did this," or "We achieved," follow-up questions should clarify their individual contribution. Competency-based interviews should use structured evaluation criteria. For example, score 1, unsatisfactory. The answer is vague, lacks ownership, or demonstrates limited competency. Score 3, proficient. The candidate provides a relevant example and demonstrates acceptable execution. And score 5, outstanding. The candidate demonstrates strong judgment, complex problem solving, and measurable business impact. This approach helps interviewers assess evidence rather than relying on intuition. Leading organizations often use additional hiring practices to further reduce bias. 1. Method is work sample assessments. Instead of discussing work, candidates perform actual work. Examples include business case studies, writing exercises, presentations, and technical assessments. Another approach is the bar raiser system. This involves an independent interviewer assessing competencies objectively. Finally, organizations should conduct calibration meetings to discuss evidence and align standards before final decisions. This helps reduce subjective decision-making and ensures a more objective hiring process. Competency-based interviewing is supported by several important psychological theories. Behavioral consistency theory suggests that future behavior is best predicted by past behavior. David McClelland's competency theory shifted hiring focus away from intelligence testing and toward demonstrated capability. Research in structured interviewing consistently shows higher reliability, fairness, and predictive validity compared to traditional interviews. The evidence is clear. Structured competency-based hiring leads to better talent decisions. Competency-based interviewing is not simply an HR process. It is a business strategy. Organizations that hire based on evidence rather than intuition improve quality of hire and build stronger teams. The best hiring decisions are not based on gut feeling. They are based on demonstrated competence. Thank you for watching. If you found this video valuable, please like and follow People and Performance for more evidence-based insights. See you in the next video.